Sorry, my daughter came out. Um, so I think that was for me, like a turning point in revelation. You're done having kids. Let's just get motivated and do this. And I did do that. And I was very proud of myself. And so I managed to drop quite a bit of weight. And I was feeling good, getting back into clothes that I hadn't been able to wear in a long time. You keep those clothes that you felt really great in when you were at a small size, and I kept those and thought maybe someday I'll get back into them. So to be able to wear some of them again felt great. And then the summer crept up on me, and you start to just fall back into habits. Like 6 months or so after you lose the weight, it just kind of starts to happen again. And I was tired of that. I just wanted to find a way to maintain it, to not have to be in this yo-yo kind of life. Is that even possible, I guess, was a great question that I had asked myself. And I had a friend who had said she was going to be trying something called Lysogenics, and I'd heard another person doing it, and I thought, I just want to try something, because I have this dedication, this willpower to do it, but I needed something else to keep me motivated. And so I ordered the 30-day challenge, is what they called it, or 30 days worth of all the products, to see if it worked. And you do have to get used to the taste of some of the things, because they don't use a ton of sugar, and your body's just got all these sugars and bad things in it, and you kind of have to detox all that out. And it takes some time to really enjoy the nutrients and the food that Isogenics can bring you. And within the first month, I lost 20 pounds. And I was in clothes that I hadn't ever been able to wear before. Like, my goal clothes were too small. And I wasn't used to this. I had never looked like this before. And I was just really overwhelmed and excited that there was something out there that may actually work for me. And so I kept doing it. The next month, some people only do it like for 30 days and then they try and maintain it. But, I thought, gosh, I found something that's working. I can't stop now because I don't want to gain weight. I want to stay where I'm at and keep losing. And so I, got back up and kept doing another month, and pretty soon I'd lost 60 pounds. And I just didn't even know that was capable. I was capable of that. Being able to pull anything out of a closet and put it on. I wasn't used to that. I didn't know what that was. And so that for me was probably one of the biggest accomplishments of my life. And I was so happy to finally look at myself and be okay with who I was looking at. Because some people, it doesn't bother them if they have extra weight. And I envy those people. I'm not one of them. I look in the mirror, and if I see something that I don't like, it makes me sad. I have a hard time feeling good about myself. And it affects my relationship with my husband and who I am as a person. So this huge goal of mine was met, and now my thing was maintain it and try and take what you have and make it better. And what I mean by that is, when you're as heavy as I was, you carry a lot of skin. Your skin has to stretch to account for all the fat. Now, over time, I have done well losing it slowly, so my skin has elasticized and gone down, but there's still hanging skin there. And that skin, every time you look at yourself in the mirror, that's what you think about, is that skin. That's just staring back at you. And how to lose that skin is just very frustrating. And so that's where I'm at right now, is I'm at this amazing point in my life with my weight. Couldn't be happier. People sometimes say I'm too skinny, which I don't think, but I appreciate the fact that I look thinner now. So now it's a matter of what to do with the skin. And so that's where I hope people can relate to me or follow me or help me, is just a community of people who struggle with their weight. And some things work for some people and they don't work for others. I have a huge dedication to fitness right now. And once I get there, I have this fear of going back. And I think for me, that fear is what drives me to watch what I eat and work out every day. I literally work out 7 days a week. I'm trying to incorporate things like strengthening with yoga to try and tighten the skin and see if I can lose some of the skin. It may never be possible unless I have it surgically removed. But for me, it's just a matter of feeling good about myself. And unfortunately, the skin doesn't help me feel as good about myself. So my dedication, my day, it's not easy. I make foods for my family and I don't eat them. And I love the isogenic shakes. They're 2 meals out of my day, and sometimes I'll eat fruits and vegetables throughout the day, but all I'll eat, have a shakes, like 4 shakes a day, and then fruits and vegetables, and all that I want throughout the day. And it's this fear of not eating, of gaining weight that drives me. And it's not like I want to be judged for that, but I look at people who just have great metabolisms and they can eat whatever they want, and I'm just not one of them. I have to be so strict about what I eat, and I have to be so dedicated in my fitness, because if I don't do those two things together, I'll gain weight. I can't even maintain weight, I'll gain weight. So that's just how my body metabolizes food. Even if it's healthy, it still wants to gain weight from it. So I'm definitely hopeful that I can find a community of people who have been there or are in it, in the struggle, that can motivate me, that I can motivate, that we can do this together. And I'm not saying you have to do isogenics to do that. Has it worked for me? Yes. Would I recommend it? Of course. But it doesn't work for everybody. I think just the general goal of health and fitness and eating better is really where it should be focused, and it has to be something you want to do. Not everybody has this desire to do it, and I think once you get a taste of how it feels, it's really hard to let it go, and that's just where I am right now, and I just don't ever want to go back. So I hope that I have a lot of things that I can share with you, and feelings that I go throughout the day, and that my days are very challenging. I have to be motivated every day to do this and to eat the right foods, and if I cheat, not to feel guilty, but only cheat once a week at the most. I just have to be very strict on myself. And that's not, some people will be like, that's not a way to live life. And I get that to some degree, but I also am not happy when I'm heavier. So there has to be, I have to kind of decide which one makes me happier. And right now, it's being at a smaller weight that makes me happy, and not being heavy like I was. And I'm a tall person, so the weight, distributes on me differently, and I can carry more weight than some people can before I look heavy. And I just really I'm hopeful that my life can get more balanced at some point, that I can find a better balance. But for now, this is where my life is, and I hope that other people will give me motivation, and that I can help other people. And there's lots of us out there who struggle with our weight, aren't happy with who we are. And we're a community. We're a community of people who love food and love it so much that we're overweight. So, good night for now, but hopefully this will be a daily check-in, and maybe we can talk about isogenics or any questions people have. I'd be more than happy to talk about and go through, because this is my life right now, and I'm very passionate about it, and I love sharing wonderful things that are coming from it, but there's also hard things that come from it, and it's a lot of work, and it's great to be able to talk to other people about that, because I sit here at home with my family, and I don't really go out much, and so this is really a great way for me to meet people, communicate, talk, learn, all those great things. But anyway, thanks for letting me talk, and checking out my video.